Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Delhi elections, Bharatiya Janata Party 48, Aam Aadmi Party 22. Not even half of what Bharatiya Janata Party got. What happens to Arvind Kejriwal? What went wrong with AAP? Let's discuss that. Let's get right to the show. You see, though technically they're more or less the same words, but in politics, not accepting is very different to rejecting. Not accepting is very different to rejecting. What I mean by that is not accepting Bharatiya Janata Party's ideology, not accepting Bharatiya Janata Party's offer stroke manifesto, and therefore not voting for Bharatiya Janata Party is very different to rejecting the concept of AAP. Rejecting everything that AAP today stands for. That's the difference. In one place, you are not choosing what that particular political party had to offer. In the other place, you are throwing out a particular party because you reject that particular party. Choosing or accepting is based on what a particular party is willing to do for you, and rejecting is based on what a particular party has done to you. That is the core difference in politics. I'll try and explain myself. You see, when Sonia Gandhi was leading Congress in 2004, I remember a majority of this country was looking forward to see Sonia Gandhi as the Prime Minister of India. A lot of this country felt that Sonia Gandhi as a leader of Congress would do good for this nation. Congress would, this time around, that is 2004, after the Bharatiya Janata Party rule, would do good for India. In 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, what happened to Congress is people rejected Congress, people rejected Sonia Gandhi. One of the reasons why people rejected Sonia Gandhi is Arvind Kejriwal. Arvind Kejriwal showed the people that what you expected from Congress and Sonia Gandhi, she is nowhere close to that expectation. She is not delivering anything close to that expectations. In fact, there is huge amount of corruption, which was not expected from Sonia Gandhi in 2004. Which was not expected from Sonia Gandhi in 2004. So, rejection of Sonia Gandhi. And probably the reason for that was Arvind, one of the biggest reason for that was Arvind Kejriwal and his then boss, Anna Hazare. These two gentlemen ensured that Sonia Gandhi's image was destroyed. These two gentlemen ensured that the perception that Sonia Gandhi let down my expectation, therefore I rejected her, happened. ठीक है ना? This is 2014. Now let's keep that story aside. Now let us come to our man, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. Our man, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, therefore, from that platform started to create his own imagery, his own set of expectations that people could have from him. He went on to say that, you know what? I am Aam Aadmi. He started off by saying that, listen, I am not going to participate in politics. I am not going to take any position in this country. And in a few months, he was pitting himself to be the next chief minister of Delhi, and then later on he wanted to be the next prime minister of India. So in 2014 he was dreaming to be the prime minister of India, got 4 seats in the entire country. Therefore that prime minister he packed and kept it aside, and he said, I am coming back and I will remain the chief minister. So he created a perception. Wherein he said, I am Aam Aadmi. Like I told you, I will wear a bush shirt, I will wear a muffler, and I will only roam around in my Wagoner. I will not use anything better than Wagoner. Why should I use taxpayer money to roam around in luxury cars? Why? I will not do that. Aam Aadmi Baba. He made a statement that I will stay in my residence. Ghar hai na mera. Why should I waste government money and get a government bungalow? Why? My house is there, no? I'll live there. There were expectations created. These expectations were endorsed by people who had a certain amount of credibility in the marketplace at that point in time. People like Yogendra Yadav. There was a certain amount of credibility for Yogendra Yadav at that point in time. People like Prashant Bhushan. There was a certain amount of credibility for Prashant Bhushan at that point in time. Kiran Bedi, Kumar Vishwas, these were people who were with him, and at least at that point in time, these people had a lot of credibility. Whether they have now or not is a different issue. But at that point in time, they had credibility. And the biggest person who was with him was that Anna Hazare, who at that point in time, people would think that he is Gandhi and all of that. Today, of course, the story is completely different. I don't want to get into that. Let's keep him aside. But the fact remains that these were the people who were endorsing this man who said, I am Aam Aadmi. The people of India, you and I, we said, this is the real politician. The real thing. This is what a politician should be. This is what a politician will. This is the kind of politician that India needs, and this is the future of India. This man, that topi and all, he had this guy called Arvind Kejriwal. Now, there's a story of a wolf or a dog. I don't remember which is wolf or a dog, but that wolf fell into the dye, some blue color dye, and he all of a sudden turned blue. He went and told the people that, listen, you know what, I am God now because I am blue in color. So everybody believed he is blue in color. All the other wolves believed he is blue in color, and then it rained and the color got washed out, and they all realized he was just another wolf like the rest of the clan. Something similar happened to this man. Arvind Kejriwal's ambition was to be a politician, always, day one. He was just searching for that stepping stone. Whose head will he put his head on and step? So the first thing what he did is he threw that Anna Hazare out of his life. First thing that he did was he threw Anna Hazare out of his life for the simple reason that Anna Hazare was a bigger leader than he was in the clan that he was leading. Anna Hazare wouldn't allow him to make an Aam Aadmi Party, and if Anna Hazare ever allowed him to make that Aam Aadmi Party, Anna Hazare was a kind of person who would ask for his pound of flesh first. So it was imperative for Arvind Kejriwal to cut out Anna Hazare, which he did. Act 1. He, the person who said, I am not going to get into politics, I am not going to take any position, started Aam Aadmi Party, a political party where he included all these wannabe politicians, all wannabe politicians. Yogendra Yadav, wannabe politicians, Kumar Vishwas, wannabe politicians, all these wannabe politicians, a lot of them came in, got rejected, went out also. All these wannabe politicians, but people who had a certain amount of credibility in the society that day, all of them, they got together and he made a party. Party happened. Arvind Kejriwal, who said that do not call me Mr. Kejriwal or do not call me sir and all that. I said, mat bulao, call me Arvind. I remember I was there in one of the functions he was speaking and he said, hey, call me Arvind. Kya? G and all that? G and all you are calling. Arvind. Baba, very clear. This person who said, call me Arvind, okay, and who had this entire entourage of very young, dynamic team with him, this Arvind, he started putting his picture in almost every poster of AAP. So, AAP poster would be one broom and one Arvind Kejriwal's photograph. Come to think of it, very good combination, isn't it? Anyway, broom and Arvind Kejriwal's photograph everywhere in the country. Nothing but Arvind Kejriwal's photograph. No Sisodia, no Bhushan, no Kumar Vishwas, nothing. Arvind, broom. Arvind, broom. Arvind, broom. That was it. The first indication that here you have another that, the rain started and the wolf blue color started changing to the original color. Arvind Kejriwal, broom. This was indication 2. Then he got Delhi. And when he got Delhi, he realized Delhi ka Raja kaun? Main. I am the king of Delhi. आप कैसा आता है? मेरे नाम पे आता है. Why is this Bhushan asking me questions? Why is this Yogendra Yadav asking me questions? This poet, whatever, unnecessarily asking questions. He told them, chal rahe, either my way or highway. बैठने का है, want to be here, want to be part of the team, want to be part of the party, my way or out. That's the door. So all these wannabe politicians who thought that they could stick to him and also become big leaders, they realized big leader hoega nahi. This man is not going to allow anybody to be bigger than him, like any other politician, by the way. Like any other politician. What is alleged of Modi, what is alleged of Gandhi, what is alleged of every politician. So he was nothing but another Narendra Modi or another Rahul Gandhi or another Mamta Banerjee or another MK Stalin. So the picture was very clear. Everybody realized that you can't be bigger than him. He is the ultimate leader. He is the owner of AAP. Like Gandhi is the owner of Congress and today Modi is the owner of Bharatiya Janata Party and Stalin is the owner of DMK and Sharad Pawar is the owner of NCP and of course now Ajit Pawar has new NCP, but all the same, the fact is he was just an other politician, exactly like everybody else, possibly maybe a little more cunning and dangerous. This is what his colleagues realized and they all fled. They all went out. Chalo, yahan tak sab theek hai. It's all internal story, his story. Now let us come to people. Arvind Kejriwal introduced this concept of freebie. Way he put it, which makes no economic sense. No economist will ever endorse what that man said. That if I don't take bribe, then I can put all that money and give things free to people. ये ऐसा सब reality में होता नहीं है ये सब. Hey, you don't take bribe, so you get money and then that money I save and that I give. ये सब नहीं होता है. It doesn't work that way. You take people's money and you mess with your priorities and you use that money to give freebies so that you can win elections. This entire freebie technique was invented by this man called Arvind Kejriwal. Then every single party took it up. Every single party, Baba. Let me just not blame this man for that. Every single party aped him. But he was the person who started it. Delhi bought it. Delhi bought it. And Delhi also thought that, look at this man, देखो free electricity दे रहा है, देखो free पानी सबका supply दे रहा है, all because this man is non-corrupt, all because he is saving all the money, all the corruption money, and then trying to give us free electricity and free water and all that, which was not the case. Which is not the case. Corruption, as it's now more or less being seen, was absolutely rampant in Delhi as much as it was in any other place in this country with any other government. Absolutely rampant. But this man was the person who came up in this country, who got himself voted in this country, saying that, boss, India against corruption. India against corruption. His basic offer, his USP, unique selling proposition was, I stand against corruption, and he and his party men were seen as one of the most corrupt bunch of people. Acha. Now, a lot of people even then thought, "Arey, you corrupted, theek hai." That BJP, BJP is trying to do all this. A lot of people said, BJP is trying to put people behind bars. Even I am still saying that putting somebody behind bars just before the election and all was not really warranted, because you are spoiling the democratic process. Now he is out, everything is over. Now, if they have a problem, they could have put him in behind bars right now, but that's a different issue. That being said, the fact remains that a lot of people said that, it is all political. He also said, it's all political that they are alleging corruption against me. But then came in your screen, watch out, this is the Sheesh Mahal. This is the bungalow that he built for himself. A man who said that, you see, I've got a flat, no? Why should I stay in government house? I got my own flat, I will stay in my own flat. I got my own Wagoner. No, why would I need government Wagoner? Why could I need government cars? This same man had 2 or 3 cars, entourage, at his disposal. This is the same man who built this kind of a bungalow. This kind of a bungalow, which believe me, you can come and see Varsha in Maharashtra. You can go to any of most of the CM's bungalow. It's not this ostentatious, I believe you. I mean, he made his bungalow like a palace. It actually looked like a palace. Bharatiya Janata Party very well exposed this particular bungalow and said, this is where your money is going. This is where your money is going. This is the bungalow that the chief minister who said that मेरे को बंगला नहीं चाहिए, मैं आम आदमी हूँ, is staying. And this absolutely arrogant, absolutely blatant breach of trust, breach of promises that Arvind Kejriwal actually made people reject him. Reject him. Arvind Kejriwal today stands in almost the same podium, or maybe a little below, than what Mrs. Sonia Gandhi was in 2014, when people almost rejected her and her party. That is almost the same position, possibly, like I said, it is possibly the worst position that Mr. Kejriwal currently is, because people rejected him. Whether he's going to come back, whether he's gain his popularity back, we have to wait and watch. The chances, politics and public memory, both are dynamic. So, while he can come back, but that comeback will not be anytime soon. Let me also tell you that he will come back, there's no doubt about it. He could, but it will not be anytime soon. Now the last question I want to answer is, a lot of people wrote to me asking me that, was it prudent, intelligent for Congress to have stood against Arvind Kejriwal and AAP? Wasn't they helping Bharatiya Janata Party to win the election? Wasn't they responsible for breaking the concept of India alliance? To answer that question, at the cost of making this video slightly longish, to answer that question, let me tell you, India alliance was a vehicle made to fight Lok Sabha election. It was a union of convenience. It was not a union of like-minded people, people who are very friendly. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. It was a union of convenience. It came together to fight the Lok Sabha. And I think as much as possible they will try to stick together in Lok Sabha. Because if they don't stick together, they will get dismantled. So they will stick together. They will get decimated actually. Not dismantled, wrong word, decimated. So they will stick together in Lok Sabha. But that doesn't mean that therefore they will partner in every state elections. That's number one. It is imperative for Congress to ensure that AAP does not do well in Delhi is because till such time AAP dominates Delhi, Congress will never be able to come back in Delhi. So it was important for AAP to fall so that at least there is one small ray of hope for Congress to come back to Delhi, and therefore it was important for Congress to fight Delhi. Like it was important for AAP to fight in Haryana, because AAP had to establish itself as a national party, had to establish itself at least in the area of influence that they had, which was Punjab, was their state. They had to go to Haryana, where they had to possibly eat into Congress votes in Haryana, and here Congress ate into AAP's vote in Delhi. Now, technically speaking, what Congress did in Delhi to AAP, possibly maybe a little more damage than what AAP did to Congress in Haryana, though both didn't manage to win a single seat. Arvind Kejriwal never won a single seat in Haryana, nor did Congress win a single seat in Delhi. But the damage that Congress caused to AAP was slightly more significant than possibly what AAP caused to Congress in Haryana. Now, I'll give you an example. In New Delhi, the margin in which BJP won beat AAP was 4,089, and Congress had 4,568 votes in New Delhi. So possibly, had Congress not been there could have been a chance that AAP would have possibly won that seat by around 400-500 votes. Jangpura, the margin in which BJP won was 675. Congress polled 7,350 votes there. Greater Kailash, the margin 3,188. Congress polled more than 6,711 votes there. Malviya Nagar, margin 2,131. Congress polled more than 6,773 votes there. Badli, margin 15,163 votes. Congress polled 41,071 votes there. Timarpur, margin 1,168 votes. Congress polled 8,361 votes there. Nangloi Jat, margin 26,251 votes. Congress polled 32,028 votes there. Rajinder Nagar, 1,231. Congress polled 4,105 votes there. Margin in Chhatarpur, margin was 6,239 votes. Congress polled 6,601 vote there. So on and so forth. Lot more. In fact, Sangam Vihar, margin 344. Congress polled 15,863 votes there. Trilokpuri, margin 392 votes. Congress polled 6,147 votes. So almost 12 seats could have gone the other way, had Congress not stood against AAP in Delhi. Possible. These are not confirmed analysis where there's those 12 votes, therefore will go. There could be a possibility people won't go out and vote at all, because if not Congress, they may not vote for AAP. A lot of these people may not be, they may, like I told you, may be rejecting AAP. So there's a lot of possibility, but mathematically if you look at it, statistically if you look at it, Congress has taken away at least 12 seats from AAP. So this is the concept. This is what AAP is. This is what where AAP stands. Arvind Kejriwal at the moment doesn't look good at all. AAP doesn't look good at all. Will they come back? Yeah. Their chances of them coming back is there. There is no question about it. But is that going to be short term? No. It will take its own time. Like Congress is taking its time to re-establish themselves in India, which they have still not able to. That same fate will happen to AAP. That's for sure. Till I see you next time. Namaskar.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.